Howdy, it's me, Manic Mark, coming to you from the bunker system located underneath the Art Villa, found somewhere in the jungles of yeah, there. So, is that a big enough stack? I haven't finished processing the other stack yet, but I had to do something because the stack that I got to share is so big I was afraid it was going to fall over. Let's put a few more on here. Alright, so, what's going on? Well, it's the same old thing because of it's not like I go out and talk to people anymore. So I don't have the stories to tell that I used to tell. Except the governor here in Kentucky decided everybody should wear a mask. Don't go into it, Manny Mark. So so I had a paper mask, which I told you I wore that one time, but now I can't go grocery shop unless I'm forced to wear a mask. So I wore the paper mask, which I despise. And then I found these a box of opened Hanes cloth masks at the discount bin. And I thought, that's a deal. You know, I can buy them and you can wash them. I swear to God, they're just recycled underwear. That it's really hard to breathe through. And just because, you know, and you've all heard it. I was sitting in the, so I went back to half price, full price, super high price books, and I wore the paper mask, and I had to go to Myers and I had to wear it. And you could tell that you're breathing in that, you know, the carbon dioxide, and my head felt achy and I felt lightheaded when I got home. It took about an hour to clear up. So how do those people go to work and wear it? That's why you see them all with them pulled down over their noses. So, I do remember, when I was in half price, full price books, there was this real perky manager talking to a new guy, I think, at the register. At least that's how I perceived the situation. And I heard her say, well, the face shield's just not enough. And you couldn't hear what he was saying, other than like, yeah. The face shield's not enough, you got to wear a mask under it. We need to tell people to wear a mask under the face shield, because the face shield covers your eye holes, but it doesn't cover your mouth hole. That's how she put it. And then they were going back and forth a little bit, and she said, you need to put a sign on the door to tell people to cover their nose holes. Because people are coming in like, I don't want to breathe through this thing, or I can't breathe through this thing. So I was sitting at the pet store. So I went in, I took Luna into the pet store with the mask, wearing the mask, because it's not the store's fault, right? We all know that, right? So I'm not going to give them a hard time at all. I don't blame anybody that owns a business for anything. I go in there, and I go back to the grooming section, and then two groomers back there aren't wearing a mask, right? But there's a new one back there, and because of I just left. We did the thing, and I got out. I'm sitting, waiting for the missus to catch up to me at the pet store, and this woman comes and she says, oh, you're the manager? And the manager happened to be standing outside. She goes, yeah. She goes, well, I have to wear this mask inside? And the manager's like, oh, well, just, you know, make sure you stand far enough away from people. There's a woman's like, I just can't breathe through it. So the guy following her, the older gentleman following her, looks at the manager and says, do I need to wear my pants to get in? Ha ha! I couldn't tell what kind of sarcasm that was. But we all just went, ha ha, yeah, I think you need to leave your pants on, mister. Oh, that's right. As age catches up with all of us, quicker than you think. You're still in the pink, enjoy yourself. You're still in the pink, enjoy yourself. It ends quicker than you think. To be able to remember that bit of tune Anyway, oh boy. Oh right. Remember Friday the 13th, the art thing where I was completely nuts there for about 2 years? That's right. This set's still here. There was a lot of fun, and there was a group of people doing it, and I kind of stepped into the middle of it. And one of the leaders of the group, George Zupp, okay, has some health issues, right? His appendix blew up on him or something down in there. Some part of the inside of George Zupp blew up on him. And so he had to be in the hospital like at least 2 days, I think, right? So they took it out, like an appendix or gallbladder or something. And of course George's like, I haven't been to the hospital since 1987 and I don't have any insurance. And I need to lose weight. Oh, and he's almost diabetic or something. That's like a thing. You can be almost diabetic rather than diabetic. Like maybe there's still a chance to recover from this. So I don't know what you're going through, George. And it's, you know, the cholesterol, and I was falling apart. I had the MRSA thing, you know, shoulder operations, but you don't want to have to pay for a joint operation, let me tell you. So things fall apart, but the only thing I can say that's saved me is, you know, a reasonable diet, which I know you're capable of doing, but it's exercise. Nobody wants to hear it, but exercise has saved my life. Yoga, oh, don't say it. Yes, yoga, and walking and jogging and lifting weights. It takes a long time, man. It's a process, but you just got to set time aside every day and do it every day, no matter how you feel. I don't want to do this. Mentally, it's like, that's the hardest thing. Mentally, you don't want to do it, but after a while, your body gets kind of used to it, and even though in here, it's like, oh, damn, you exercise, you still do it, and you go through and then later on, after you've done it a million times, it's like, I've done this a million times. So you got to kind of change things up, and there's no way to describe it. It's a very personal process. All I can say is, I think it's safe. Also getting rid of MRSA. I had that like for 3 years, maybe 2 or 3 years, didn't know it. All the doctors misdiagnosed it, the plastic surgeon, the dermatologist, the primary, 2 or 3 times, had no idea. I think I went through the shoulder surgery with it. But finally there was this old-time doctor, one of the doctor in the boxes, who just walked in and went, yeah, MRSA. And it took, you know, because it lives in your nose, at least whatever, maybe there's varieties of it. Now they would give me antibiotics and things would kind of clear up, but just a little bit of it would live in the nose, but then they gave me the nose ointment with antibiotics in it, along with another super dose. It's way too much antibiotics. Anyway, I feel much better now. I got my new t-shirt in the mail. This is how never mind, go on. Let's go right to the records. All right. It's early today for a video. I feel pretty good. Working on the house. That's the other thing. Going to the gym, can't do that anymore for a variety of reasons. Most of which is that the fun's been sucked out of the gym due to the virus and all the hoops they have to jump through, and I can't believe they can stay open. But that just could be me. Everybody else is like, do what you're told. You don't get that out of me, you know? Never done that. Even as a kid, do what you're told. I don't have to think about that. Let me research and get back to you on whether or not I'm going to do what you tell me to do. All right. So I can't go there, and it's been extremely difficult because that's where I went to socialize with people at the gym. I actually I'm talking again. I'm talking out loud. I'm going to kind of have to figure out how to do it again because I'm at home by myself. I got the dogs, so you know it's like, don't do that, or off, or let's go outside, or you want a treat. You know, I mean, it's very limited, my conversation with my dogs. So I used to like to go there, plus it's a different way to exercise than whatever you would do at home, and I wasn't doing anything at home. It was all at the gym. So I can't go there, and it took a long time. So we're going on 4 or 5 months now, 5 months, I guess, 6 months, half a year. So just now, it seems like I'm kind of adapting to being at home all the time. I was getting a lot of home chores done. It never would have happened this summer had I not been here. So it's just like patterns have changed. It's just, and I'm so resistant to that. It's hard for me to adapt. There you go. Enough of that. Let's go on to the first record, which is Dee Mullins, the continuing story. This must be. Oh, look! It's got a nice spiffy cutout, die cut. Oh my God. He must be a country. Yeah. There's a song title on it, War Baby, Beers. gilt box. It's on Plantation, right? Okay, Plantation Records. Picked this up again. Why? Because it was an antique store I went to. 20 for $20. So I knew I had this one, and I did have it again. It's a lounge record with some really crazy covers on it. So we'll just push that through the stack and get it out the door onto eBay. Maybe you got it today too. Another thing I avoid doing anyway. This old house, it's Rep Boyd. Why'd you pick this up? Well, it's Artist Records. It's a local press. It's going to be some kind of folky record, I think. Anyway, it was just local, so I picked it up. Mike Vilyons. Oh my God! It's a local out of Indiana, I think. I think it's a religious record. And I've got this one, but I picked it up again. Why? Because 20 for 20, I had to come up with $20. Otherwise, they were like $4.50 a piece, which isn't bad, but picked it up. Fine record. This came out of half price, full price, super high price books. It's a lovely cover. It's RCA Bouquet of Blues with Diana Shore, 1956. It's as old as me, Manic Mark, 63-year-old. Paradise, Arthur Lyman. They had Arthur. Whoever was doing records, I must say, priced them in record store ranges, and they had them sorted correctly. So, out of all the years I've been going there, at least this week, the records seem to be reasonably well sorted. And I don't have this Arthur Lyman, so it was fun to find this. Maybe I should put that on the bottom of the stack, just to have something last but not least. This is a trio, the Barry Moore combo, 1972. It's released as a sound album, which they used to play as background music at the First National Bank in Cincinnati. So I don't know. Gemini, Autumn Weather, groovy little puppet, Double Agent Jones. It sounds sort of jazzy, but how jazzy I don't know. Love is Blue, the Joni Mansingers, just in case my cover scan in the blog needs to be replaced. It's Earl Scruggs 5-string banjo instruction. That's kind of fun, Earl Scruggs, the famous Earl Scruggs. Walter Hensley, I'm Picking on Newgrass. Lovely photograph there. Look at his hair. Holy crap. Wow. Where's that out of? West Virginia? I got sort of private press, I guess. Richard Heyman on a lovely cover. Interesting design on this cover. Richard Heyman is orchestra and chorus. Melodies of Love. The Regents Live at, it's a gatefold, but a single record. Regents, don't know anything about them. They're playing all night at the discotheque. Peanut Butter, Gonzo, Mojo Workout, Holly Golly. Where are they playing? Shepherds and Drake Motel. Drake Motel? You know, they played Sunset Trip. They just played all over. That's where they played. A horrible cover on a budget label with lush strings. They're Stradivari budget strings. But I picked it up. Why? Because I did. Dance Craze on Capitol. It's a compilation record featuring the likes of Les Brown, Ray Anthony, Big Dave, Stan Kenton, P.B. Hunt. Right? Nice. And the Vic Damone, here's Vic Damone on the town with the ladies. The liveliest. I wonder if it is live. We'll find out. It's Brenda and Pete, Brenda Lee, I assume, Pete Fountain together. Here they are on the back. I think they made more than one record, or I've already got those. Don't remember. Probably got this one, but I picked it up again because it's a minty fresh cover. Good for scanning for the blog. Now this is terrific typeface. I Mexico. I don't know why there's an I on it. There's got to be a reason for it. Oh, never mind. It's a Spanish thing, right? It's an upside down. It's supposed to be upside down, but it's not. They did it wrong. The guy that did the typeface did it wrong. But it is a lovely hand-drawn typeface. I must admit, it's sort of your typical. It's just a great cover anyway. And this is also a great cover on a budget. It's a budget Westminster Hi-Fi budget classical cover album. Very nice. 1956. It's old as me, Manic Mark. And speaking of die cuts, here's another one. Lou Rawls. Silk and Soul. Pick that up. Stanley Turnkey, The Luck of Love. Nice. Transfiguration of Herman Brown. Piano and vocal stylings of Mose Allison. And this will be fun. Might be a sample at the end of the video from that album. And also, very well could be a sample of this. And I'm pretty sure I don't have this one. I've got a Moog album by, what's his face? Oh, damn, the organ player, keyboard player, but not Claude Denjean Moog. I don't. So there would definitely have to be, I think, a sample from that album. On Budget to Budget label Lion, it's Woody Herman at Carnegie Hall. And this is an excellent album. I think I probably already featured it once. Percussive Moods, Johnny Keaton. John Keaton's combo with a K. Fun record. And I bet this is a great album too. Wes Montgomery. Dreamin', California Dreamin'. Yes. And just because 20 for 20, I had to pick up 20. It's a fun cover, sampler. Westminster Sampler, Hi-Fi Hits, Popular Classics. With a spacey cover. And last but not least, a fun find, although I had to pay $10 for it at half price, full price, super high price books, but $10 for something that's kind of offbeat like this. The Hollywood Persuaders Drums A Go-Go, which includes the original hit. Drums A Go-Go must be the hit. It is. There it is. There's also a cover of Satisfaction on the record. So it'd be this probably and the Moog. I never know until I get upstairs and actually sample them. So remember, love your neighbor. And I feel for George, and there'll be some life changes here. But I know he's got the spunk to do it. That's right, he's a spunky old folk artist. Oh geez, you said the word, now there'll be a big argument. He's just a spunky guy that's got the whatever it takes to do what needs to be done. That's right, okay. Everybody, stay healthy. Oh my God, how many times a day do you hear that now? You came down from corporate. We got to put the word stay healthy and be safe and family this and family that, and stick all that stuff in your commercials. And you try to identify with the people that are out there that you want to sell stuff to. There you go. Okay, let's go on to the musical sample.